Hi, I'm Veronica. I want to share some things that God has really been revealing to me in my quiet times this past season. Um, I've been reading through the Gospels, and this past week I started Luke. And in Luke chapter 1, verse 45, it reads, "You are blessed because you believed that the Lord would do what he said." And that verse stuck out to me the most because that's something I've been struggling with, that just really believing that God would do what he said he's going to do, especially on those really tough days. In Romans 8:28 talks about the Lord will do all things for the good of those who love him. And in those tough moments, it's really hard to believe that. But this verse, "You are blessed because you believe that the Lord would do what he said," has just been really encouraging. And I know when my perspective has changed and God's really been a help to me and provided me hope in those really tough moments, it is a blessing when I believe what God has said he's going to do, that he does. And he really exceeds my expectations in those moments with just how much care and love he provides me in those moments. And so that verse has been really nice. In Luke chapter 2, verse 19, it reads, "But Mary kept all these things in her heart and thought about them often." This verse stuck out to me also because it's something I've been struggling with, really remembering that God has done so many wonderful things for me. And also in those tough moments, it's hard to remember all the really nice things and all the big blessings that God has provided for me. And it's just he's been really kind to do so many things. And in this verse, she kept all these things on her heart and thought about them often. When I think about them often, and when I've actually been wanting to make a list of all the great things that God has done for me, especially in this season, and put them somewhere where I could see it all the time. It's a really great reminder of how much God cares for me and really provides a lot of hope on those tough days and those tough moments. And in Luke chapter 4, verse 13, it reads, "When the devil had finished tempting Jesus, he left him until the next opportunity came." And this verse stuck out to me the most because it's actually something I hadn't really thought about in the past. Like I've read this story often, and when Jesus is in the desert for 40 days and he's hungry and he's tired and the devil tempts him over and over again, it says, "When the devil had finished tempting Jesus, he left him until the next opportunity came." It just really was a good reminder for me that at every opportunity the enemy is going to try and take me out. And I feel that it's really true. Like in those other two verses, like I struggle with believing that God's going to do what he says he's going to do, and I don't keep thinking about all of the wonderful things he has done for me. In those tough moments when all of that is forgotten, the enemy tries to take me out. And so that's been a really helpful verse, and it makes me think of me being readily available for those moments with memorizing scripture. So it talks about in the Bible, it talks about the sword of the Spirit is scripture. And for me, I've tried memorizing scripture. That's been really helpful for me to memorize. So when I am tempted, it helps me to not fall into temptation. I think it's okay to be tempted, but when I act out on those things is not good. And so these verses have just been really helpful, and a really helpful reminder of what the things I need to be doing, and just like a warning, hey, like the enemy's going to try and take you out. So in this season, doing my quiet time has been really nice. So I'm really excited to have shared this with whoever's going to watch this. So that's it. Thanks. Bye.